Welcome back here in Győr, Hungary, for the second game of the day that we will follow together. And it's a great one between the host nation entering the competition, Hungary against France. Well, this is as well a game in the Group A that we just followed before between Turkey and Poland. Hungary and France played against each other. This was last month in Normandy in France. They played the Silver Nations League that Hungary won. So of course France is aiming to take some revenge here in Hungary. Can they do so? It will be very difficult, because when you see the last two games that these two teams played against each other, Hungary won 3-0 each time. We just mentioned the Silver Nations League last month, but it was also the case in 2022 when Hungary came to France for the B European Championship. A lot has evolved in both countries. They are not now playing in the A division, this European Championship, and you discover this Hungarian side at home around one of the key players, maybe one of the best players in the world, Robert Kurtes, with his number 11. He will have a lot of pressure, but discussing with him yesterday, he just said, I'm in the shape of my life and I'm ready to fight, ready to compete here at home. You also have a very experienced player, the captain János Perez. Josef Stircer. We'll see how this Hungarian team can do at home in front of their home crowd. For France, it's almost the same team that the one we saw for the Silver Nations League 1 month ago. Just one substitution with Ben Pirro coming in for Damien Roger. This is the only substitution. Unluckily for France, Morgan Troussard got injured pretty recently. You will see a white bandage on his left hand. It's not quite sure that he will be able to take part in this European Championship. We'll see. He started to warm up a bit with the team. I'm not quite sure he's able to be on court, but this decision we will see it pretty early. Etishami and Battisti will be the two international referees for this game between Hungary and France. You just see them in the middle of the court, number 2. And the big difference between the previous game is that on that court we will have the video challenge, which is something brand new, and we're happy to have it for this European Championship. The two teams are waiting to come on court with two starting 6. And we'll start with the French side. Jean-Christophe Rambaud. The setter Gildas Guilleneuve-Lalère. Second setter and captain Benjamin Lacroix-Desmazes. Romain Volnievich, one of the great blocker and good surprise for France. Thibaut Lefrançois, Benjamin Pirro and William Coum on the libero. This is for the French side with three players on the bench, Thomas Larence, Mathieu Jagu and Morgan Troussard, wondering if he's able to enter the court or not. He's just discussing with the therapist now to put some protection on it. Starting 6 for Team Hungary. Christian Velek, Ferenc Sekli, Josef Stircer, Laszlo Kovacs, Robert Kurtes, Szabolcs Zarendi. And Hungary made the choice to play without any libero. Hungary in red, France in blue. And once again, if you are connected with us on the live stream of Paravolley Europe, it's a warm pleasure to welcome you for this 2025 European Championship. Feel free to interact with us, to support your favorite team, to ask questions if you need to know something about sitting volleyball. It will be my pleasure to interact with you as well, to give you live statistics and to enjoy great action of sitting volleyball here in Győr. Number 11 is the captain on court since János Perez. is sitting on the bench for Hungary. First serve for Jean-Christophe Rambaud. Easy reception for Hungary. First spike for Kertész. But there is a whistle on the first set from the Hungarian side, which is not clear enough. And this is the first point for France. Second serve for Rambaud. Sturzer in trouble. Kertész from the back row. And this is out of bounds. I mean, he's sitting in the front row, but he was so far away in the court that he was behind the 2-meter line to spike that one. Third serve in a row for Rambaud. On Sturzer. Kertész. Strong spike once again, but not enough control in that one. And the best start so far is for France. 3 points to 0. Oh, the back set. Not easy one for Kertész. First spike for Győr Lacroix-Desmazes with his other setter once again, touched by the block. Kertész with the smart tip, digged by Coumont. What a rally! Kertész digged by Lacroix-Desmazes, covered by the French captain. Kertész once again. It's out, and it's a fourth point for France. What a great rally! What a dig by Lacroix-Desmazes. And well judged by Rambaud, not trying to dig that spike. Not quite the start we were expecting. Great serve again. This is free ball for France. Lacroix-Desmazes for Pirot. Into the block. Kertész on the line. Yeah, this one came just so fast. We will see it once again. Oh, it was really close. Not even sure there was some contact with the line. And we will have the first video challenge in this game. And I guess Dominique Duvivier really has a chance to get this point for France. Of course, the challenge is in or out. And the ball is out. This point is for France. Well done. So you will have some change on the scoreboard. It will not be 4-1, but apparently 5-0. We already have the correction on the statistics software. You will have it on the screen right now. Well, that's an ideal start for France in this game. Hungary did nothing wrong, but maybe just a bit greedy on their attacks so far. Kertész digged again. And this time Thibault Lefrançois is greedy himself to offer this first point to Hungary. Set through the middle with Lefrançois. Coumont for Pirot, trying to find the block out. He does not. Győr deep towards position 1, just over Josef Sturzer. He's maybe one of the most experienced players in this Magyar side, but not the one moving the fastest on court. 61 years old. Great experience, but of course, if you ask him to move really fast on court, it will make things a bit more difficult for him. Ben Pirot. No risk in that serve, but not exactly what he was aiming for. This will not be the serve of his bright career. Blocked by Roman Volniewicz. Well done. France is having such an impressive start in the game. So we mentioned they lost 3-0 against Hungary during the Silver Nations League, but they played a good game against this team in red, that's for sure. And we have to mention as well that the rules in Silver Nations League are not quite the same than the one we have here at the European Championship. You are allowed to play with valid players, which was the case for Hungary, who wanted to secure a spot in the Golden Nations League and to win the competition in France. Those players are, of course, not allowed to play here. And this will take maybe some time for the Hungarian side to adapt a bit. One of them is sitting on the bench. Akos Barnabas Nagy was playing with Hungary in France. He is here as a therapist and assistant coach as well, because he has the knowledge of volleyball and the science of sitting volleyball. Good block by France, you'll see it once again. Reception's a bit low. And Zarendi blocked by Lakodemaz and Volnjevic. (9-3) for France, and now 10-3. And with this 7 points lead, it is the first time out called by István Balogh, head coach of Hungary. He needs to find some solution because France is pushing really hard in this game. And we're back with Gilda Guiena-Flaller, the French setter. Free ball France, he takes the set. Jean-Christophe Rambaud finds the solution with his left shoulder. He is one of the players from the French side that improved a lot. He had a lot of unforced in the past. He's now much more controlling the ball, not taking unnecessary risks. And that makes him a much better player. Actually, we have to mention that France took a lot of experience last year playing Paralympic Games at home. Of course, they had to go through a lot of defeats. They finished 8 out of 8. But the experience to play against the best team in the world is something you can only get on court playing against those teams. And it really helped the team to progress and sitting volleyball to develop in France. Some mopping action requested. France is still in front. They lead by 6 points. And the plan for them, we mentioned the top class player Robert Curtis. They want to avoid him to score too many points. For the moment, he didn't score a single one. His first swings were just out or controlled by the French defense. Here he is from the back row with a bit of luck. Here is the first point for Kurtash with a lifting call against Benjamin Lakodemaz. So maybe this point will not even count for him on the score sheet. Yes, it does. Good spike. Rambo on the line, touching Laszlo Kovac's head. Of course, nothing dangerous and nothing volunteer. This was not done on purpose. He was just sitting at the, the right place, but not able to dig it. Touched by the block by Fern Sekli. Pilot, is there any touch by the block? No touch, and France will request a challenge for a block touch. First video challenge was successful for Dominique Duvivier. We'll give you the rule one more time. 2 challenges per team and per set. If you're successful, of course, you keep the benefit of the challenge. If you're not, you lose the challenge. Is there any touch? Yes, there is. Good call by France. Just the finger. I guess it was Frank Seckley blocking that one. If I look at the strap on the fingers right now, could be that he was the guy trying to block. Curtis from the back row. Good swing, no risk, just over the net level, touching the forearm of Ben Pilot. $14 for France, 7 for Hungary. It's for both teams their first game in the competition. Serve is good. Zarandi with the reception. Oh, is there a lifting call against France? Yes, against Jean-Christophe Rambaud. And this Group A, Ukraine and Poland are leading the way. They won their first game 3-1. And if you're just joining for this game, 12 teams are playing the competition in this men's European Championship. 2 groups of 6 teams each. You have to take one of the first 4 spots to reach the quarterfinals later this week after the 5 round-robin games. For the women, we will talk about it a bit later. We will be able to follow 2 more games today in the women's tournament. Only 9 teams are here in Győr. 1 group with 4 teams, 1 group with 5. And the first game for women will start in a couple of minutes. This will be on court number 3 between title holder Italy and I guess they will play against Croatia if my eyes are good enough. Yes, Italy against Croatia will be the first game in this women's event, and we will follow the action later between Hungary and Ukraine. And later today, France, women's side that time, against Croatia. Serve of Rambaud, but close from the line. Oh. Dominique Duvivier decided not to request a challenge because the French statistician Jordan Coste showed him not to do so, and he did not. The ball was really close. I mean, it was a mishit by Rambaud, but still. France still having a comfortable 7 points lead. In this first set. Curtis, he is forced to play with his left hand. And then he comes to block. Yeah, he was a bit upset with the quality of the set, but still able to have great blocking action. Tirter with the dig. Zarandi giving free ball to France. Guinef Laller for Volniewicz. Ferenc Seckley not able to control his dig. We'll mention the game between Italy and Croatia in the women's tournament starting on court number 3. And while Hungary is requesting a second timeout in this first set, another game is about to start on court number 1. It's the game between Italy and Bosnia and Herzegovina. This is a game in Group B, where Germany won the opening game of this group earlier today against Latvia. All information, you find them directly on the competition website. You just go on Volleyball Europe and you go through the competitions, you will find this 2025 European Championship to have all information, all statistics, all the rankings, and also the daily schedule. Because it will be a long day with strict courts, lots of game going on everywhere. And I'm sure a lot of you are following the action back home. So 18-11 is the score between Hungary and France in this first set. France just had such a great start, and for the moment Hungary is not able to find a solution to fight back. Stirza with the backside for Curtis. Well done in the middle of the court and in between Lefrançois and Pirot. No one wanted to take this ball contact. Curtis for the serve. Touched by the block, counter blocked again. This ball is back on the Hungarian side. Stirza for Velik. Lefrançois behind the 2-meter line. This ball is out. Well, they know it's the position they want to switch, the rotation they want to switch as fast as possible, because Curtis is the dangerous man. But he's not finding the target that time, just a bit too deep. Zarandi forced to give this free ball to France. Guinef has to move like Podemaz. And the net fault whistled against Hungary. Either on Zarandi or on Stirza. These were the two players trying to block. Difficult ball. That's a free ball, almost. Because Curtis found a great area to push that ball, and Volniewicz was the solution to score the 21st point for France and his 3rd point of the game. Zarandi a bit falling behind him when trying to spike the ball. And Hungary will do a substitution with Velik coming out for Josef Domina. 48 years old for Hungary and number 3. 22 for France, 13 for Hungary. Not quite the scenario we were expecting. And that's an ace for Győr, touched by Stirza. But Sekli then is surprised by this ball just being touched by the block. That's a 10-point lead. Combo blocked by Domina. That's maybe one of the reasons of this substitution. Domina providing some more block height for Hungary. That's exactly what they needed. And there he is, the tattooed guy from Hungary to serve. Exceptionally easy Győr back set for Volleyball. Good swing. This will be first set point for France. If I remember well, France never ever won a set against Hungary in an official game, and they now have 10 set points here in Hungary for their first game in this European Championship. This would be some kind of achievement for France and really positive sign of the progress they accomplished recently. Lakodema just a bit too gritty on the angle he was looking for. Combo through the middle. This ball will come back. It's the French libero. How the ball is alive. And Győr from the back row, scoring the 25th point for France. 25-16 is the score. France leads 1-0. For us, this set break is the opportunity to thank all partners involved, Manage Sport for the website and competition site. We also have Molten for the balls, Sportec for all equipments on the court, especially the post and the net, and Győr floor for such a high quality floor. That's an important point for the players to have, you know, quality floor to slide properly, to move without any risk of injuries, to make the game faster and more attractive for you, the fans, for the crowd here. Some Hungarian fans came here in the stands. Of course, they are a bit disappointed for the moment because Hungary was not able to find a single solution in that first set. They had to live with such an early lead from France. They never ever find the solution to put Kurtes in the good position.
Yes, I will officially ask because they can check.
He only scored 4 points in this set, and when we discussed with the staff, French staff yesterday, they said, oh yeah, we know how much he's able to score some streaks, especially behind the serve line. I guess he scored more than 150 points in the 5 games he played in France. That's more than 30 average per game. Can you imagine how much that is? And they said, okay, if we're able to limit him to just 6 points per set, we have a chance to win the set. If not, then it will make us the things more difficult for us. He scored 4 in the first one, exactly as many points as Roman Volleyball from France. They found for the moment the solution. Also because they had a good quality of serve, they did not allow Hungary to have proper receptions. Let's see if the host nation can react. We really hope they can, because they want to do absolutely better here in front of their home crowd. And it will start with Szabolcs Zarendi. Not a single change in the starting 6, neither for Hungary nor for France. First point is for France with the serve enforced. backside. That's far away for Kertész. On ball behind the 2-meter line. The ball is alive. Kertész, he was in a perfect position and he can score. That's exactly the game plan of Hungary, putting him in the best position. Perfect set by Laszlo Kovács. And you can hear the Magyar fans cheering for their team. Ferenc Szekely. The service just out. And now that's 2 unforced errors behind the serve line for Hungary to start the set. Too easy for France for the moment to score points. Reception is pretty good. Kertész playing the block out. But the ball contact is not good, too long. One hand set. Good reflex, Kertész. Well, at least the Hungarian start in this second one is much better than what they had in the first one. Zarandi unable to put more air under that ball. France in front, 4 points to 2. Sturzer for the set. Kertész in between Volnyevic's arms. Well done by the Hungarian spiker. Velek giving this ball back. Rombo. The swing was good, but there is also a lifting called against Hungary, which makes a double reason to give this point to France. Only counts for 1 point, of course. Reception is good. Lakodemas tries to go directly with the second contact. Right to the net. Szekely. There in touch. No, he was just a bit too greedy with his left hand. Kertész from the back row. This is just so smart. He got Dig the first time. Dig came directly on his side of the court and then he just pushed it with 10 fingers. Very smart. No one was expecting the ball to come. Well played. be with Jean-Christophe Rambaud for the next serve. Verandy needs 2 time. There is a lifting call against Pierrot. And of course, if you are with us since the beginning of the game, you just saw that we are using video challenge on the court. Lifting is not something you can challenge. There are different options of what you can ask. And we will see what the coaches will ask. But you can ask the ball in, out. You can call the net fault. You can call touch by the block. Referees can also call challenge themselves if they want to be sure of something. If they want to double check something, it's also an option for them. For Volleyball. Oh, it looked like almost a free ball, but Velek was just too deep in the court to come to play that ball. He had to move a lot too much. France still was a 2-point lead. Good swing, great dig. Another one in Le François, upper part of the hands. And this set looks a lot different than the first one. Győr taking this spike for himself instead of setting. $11 for France, 9 for Hungary. Kurtesh just out. Unhappy with the outcome of his swing. This ball was definitely out. Another ball falling on the floor on the Magyar side. The gap is increasing for France. Timeout called. Istvan Balak. For the moment, really nothing goes as planned for Hungary. They lost the first set 25-16 and they are led by 4. Well, they have to find a solution. Kurtesh scored a bit more in this set. He only had 4 in the first one. He already has 7 now. 7 out of 9. Which also means that France is not giving a lot of points to them. And that's something they really improved recently. Decreasing the number of unforced errors, the number of free points they give to the opponent. Free ball again. Győr for la Croix des Mazes. ball just played on the other side of the net. That's a point for Hungary. Only 3 behind is Laszlo Kovacs. Quality of the set is not good enough from Christian Velek. And that's the main thing for Hungary, having the good set in the right spot for the good spiker. It's super easy to say it. It's so difficult in reality to do so. Sturzer, high ball for Curtis, blocked by Rambo. Francois from the back row. Too much power, not enough control in that swing. And you just could see on the image Italy and Croatia coming on court number 3 for their opening game of the competition. The first one in the women's event that we will follow this afternoon. Good point for France. Clever done by Jean-Christophe Rambaud. He was a bit far away from the net. Ball a bit to the outside. No risk, just inside the court. Too difficult for Christian Velek to find the block. Zarandi touched the net on that block, and this will be a video challenge apparently for Hungary. It's never easy to judge because it goes super fast. It can be the ball touching the net, it can be your hand. Hungary decided to take the challenge. Is there any net touch or not? Yes, there is. This point is for France. They have now a 5-point lead in the second set. Rambo is the block. 1 vs 1 against Curtis from the back row. For the moment, they are able to block the big guy from Hungary. And that's basically the only thing they have in the game plan. Not allowing Robert Curtis to score too much. Polnevich was the big unforced, like this one was a lot too deep in the court, or maybe even more outside of the court. Christian Velek, tactical serve. Codemas for Guinef Laler. He was sitting in the back row, a bit falling behind him when trying to play the ball. Tactical on the French setter. Pierrot Blad, Como plays this ball back. And Zarandi, unlucky. He needed a quick reflex, which he had. Not enough control. Curtis, what a great touch over the block in front of the diggers. What a great execution of this ball falling just behind them. Well played. Oh, Sekli with his left hand, not his favorite. This new point for Hungary. Dominique Duvivier, French head coach, is calling a timeout. France still has a 3-point lead, but he doesn't want the momentum to change. He doesn't want to allow Hungary to be back in this set. French side is pretty equal. Who is scoring points? We have 6 for Volnevic, 5 for Rambo, 5 for Győr, 3 for La Codimaz, 2 for Le François. It's not quite the same when you look at the score sheet on the Hungarian side. 12 for Kurtes and all his teammates. Maximum have 1 point. All want to take the second contact for France. The reception maybe was not the best quality. Combo blocked by Hungary, and of course they will believe in their chance. Look at this great block, Sekli and Zarandi sitting in front of Jean-Christophe Rambo. Codimaz. Pilot, another great job by the block. Sekli having another unforced. It's the second time already in this set that he just pushes an easy ball too far away. The reception for Kurtes is not good. It's a bit too deep in the court. Get this ball properly. The ball was falling pretty quick. France is building. New gap. 3 points lead again. Serve on Zarandi. Kovacs takes his chance on the second contact. The ball was too close to the net anyway. It was difficult to find someone. So he made the decision to spike it on his own. Which was a good decision, actually. Free ball, France. And there is a rotation mistake whistled against Hungary. They are wondering how, who and why. Well, apparently they got it. And France also went to Battisti to check what rotation they are playing in. A bit of confusion. The score is 21 for France, 18 for Hungary. Not enough control for Benjamin Pilot on that serve. Point for Hungary was a double touch called against France. So there is double touch called by the first referee and lifting called by the second one. This is a double reason to give this point to Hungary. And France is taking a timeout because Hungary is back 21-all. And we have some funny situation on court number 1 in the game between Italy and Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina won the first set 25-7. And Italy is in front in the second one, 11-7. I mean, they're used to have very strong start in the sets. We saw it in the Silver Nations League last month in France, but unable to conclude the good job they do at the beginning of the set. This is quite a funny situation because it's a game in which Bosnia is a huge favorite. But let's stick to this game because this second set conclusion will be very interesting. That was a good swing by Roman Voljevic. Find some space. Just alongside Kovac's forearm to give the lead to France, 22-21. Lefrançois with the serve in the net. Laszlo Kovacs as the serve. France has a chance. No, it's a free ball. Győr with the block from Curtis. Lefrançois behind the 2-meter line. Free ball for France. Nakwademaz digged by Zarandi. Voljevic too deep. And Hungary is in front, 23-22. It's been a long time that they were chasing. And they maybe take the lead at the best moment in this second set. And you can hear the home crowd is happy with that. Győr playing it for himself on the second contact. Stürzer, high ball for Curtis, blocked by Rambo. The point for France. Timeout call by Hungary, because this will be a set point for France now, 24-23. And this would be quite amazing that France take the lead 2-0 here in Hungary after they got defeated twice in France in the recent years by Hungary, each time on the same score, 3-0. And it's also pretty new for Hungary to be in that situation where they are led. And the Seven Nations League, it almost never happened. They always had the lead, always had the control of the game, and we never saw them in the position where they have to react. So they also need time maybe to adapt to that situation, find the good reception, find the good sets, the good momentum again. Well, this is an important point, 24-23 with Gilda Győr on the serve. The serve is out. And will it challenge? Yeah, there will be a challenge on the French side. On the device to request the challenge in or out.
We accept because it was not working. Yes.
Challenge requested. Apparently it was not working on the device. And this, in case it's in, it is a set for France. We'll see the result in a few seconds on the screen. It's on the line. France is leading 2-0. when we say that sport is all about details, should this game be on court number 1 or 3, they would not have the video challenge, and this point would have been for Hungary. And this decision to call the challenge, Dominique Duvivier not even thought about it, completely changes the game, because it is now France leading 2-0 against Hungary. Yeah, can you believe that for 1 month they were not even able to score one set? Of course it was not exactly the same Hungarian side, because we already mentioned it, the rules of Silver Nations League are not quite the same than the one here at European Championship regarding the number of VS1, VS2 players, etc. You know this already, but still, for the moment they're completely able to stop Curtis, even if he scored like twice more points in the second set. He scored 8 compared to the 4 he had in the first set. But we said, if he's able to score less than 10, which is the case, France has a chance to win the set, and that's exactly what they did in the first 2 sets, stopping the strong men from Hungary. They will need to carry on that way. If they want to secure a first victory in this European Championship. It will not be easy, of course not. But for France, there is not a single reason to change anything in the starting 6. The guys on court are doing good. You also know that if Mathieu Jacquet wants to come in with the regulation of having only one VS2 player on court, you have to take Gildas Guilleneuve-Lalère out of the court, and he is one of the main setters. They need him on court. Morgan Troussard is still injured. We mentioned it during warm-up. And the other option is Thomas Larence. That's an option they could use at any point to bring some more height in the block. For the moment it was not the case, because they were almost always leading in the key moments. And for Hungary, we also go with the same 6 players. They tried at some point to change Domina in for Veleg. Well, it helped on some blocking situation, but Combo with the first serve. Curtis on Guilleneuve-Lalère. Good reflex by the French setter. He needs this one to score the first point for Hungary. France is fighting really hard when it comes to block and dig on that player. That's the moment they need to be focused. They need to be at the right position. Good spike on the line for Pirro. Was a bit greedy on that swing from the back row. 2-0 in its third set. If you're just joining the action, France is leading 2-0. And that was definitely not the prediction when we discussed with the experts before the game. Hungary at home was favorite, of course. Francis carry on the streak. Another lead, 3-2. This ball just on the net band. Free ball Hungary. Kovacs for Kötes. He had to create something. It's out of bounds, but he was just still moving when going to wing on that ball. Nothing easy for him. He's not having an easy game because the reception is struggling, because the quality of the set is not optimal. It's not an easy game for Hungary. Number 11, and that's an ace for France. Győr, who scored the winning point in the second set on an ace, is adding another one to his individual statistics. Kötes from the back row, digged. Free ball, France. The right position found by Jean-Christophe Rambaud there, but it's not over. Volleyball, oh! He just plays towards the forearm very softly. No weight in the ball, so difficult to get the blocking action on that one. Six for France, 4 for Hungary. Christian Velek is the next to serve. Hombo on the line. He had Sturzer. Sturzer was not even trying to block that ball, which make it a lot easier for the French attacker. Kötes touched by the block and the dig. Oh, bit too much angle. The dig was perfect, but then too difficult to get the proper spike. Sturzer, serve on Lefrançois, la croix des Mazes. This spike is too deep. The reception, a lot of time for the setter to take the second contact. Below, good block by Ferenc Sekli. Yeah, of course, if the ball would have been closer to the antenna, this one was too much to the inside. Pirro could have come back on the line. Oh, that's a catch called against French spiker. Like in full speed, it was not easy to see, but of course, that's the right decision. Zarandi giving some work to French libero. And I guess there is some net fault. If not, France can request a challenge. Will they do it? Yeah. Oh no, the French head coach took the device in his hand but did not request anything. Point for Benjamin Lacroix-Desmazes. That's an important one for France because Hungary is in front. And they're leading the way in this third set, despite Curtis having only 1 point for the moment, but France is having a lot more mistakes on their side of the court, which is some kind of good news for the scenario of the game. If Hungary can fight back, this would be amazing. As a point for Hungary. Curtis blocked by Lefrançois. And once again, he's not really responsible for that point. It's just that the quality of the set is not good enough to allow him to do better. Zarandi for the reception. Curtis in perfect position. Is this one in or out? And the referee will ask his own challenge to check if the ball is on the line or not. It just goes so fast. It was on the side of Baristi. Yeah, we will see the results in a few seconds. French head coach, of course, is sure it's out. Probably the opposite for the Hungarian coach. But the video challenge never lies. So we're waiting for the image to come. Do we have a chance to have some kind of result? Of the video challenge was not even or in or out. It was on antenna touch. So apparently there's a discussion now between the first referee and the Hungarian captain on court, because Janos Peres is sitting on the bench. I have the feeling that they were asking if the ball was in or out, which makes sense because it's the question we all had. But the result shown, displayed on the screen, was that the ball hit the antenna. And of course the purpose of any video challenge is to have the right decision of what happened. So the ball touched the antenna. We didn't see if it went out or in because the mistake happened before, and this point is for France. 10 for the men in blue, 11 for Hungary. Curtis with a good swing, good dig for France. Oh, well done, Laszlo Kovacs. He was just waiting at the net to block Lefrançois, and he did it really good. You see on the bench, Morgan Troussard is warming up or working on his right shoulder. He has his left finger injured. I'm not quite sure he's able to come on court, because when we discussed yesterday with him, he said, yeah, doctor mentioned it's not safe to go on court and to play now. He didn't fully warm up earlier today, so maybe he's just working out on the bench, but I'm not quite sure. We will see him today playing. Hopefully things will go better for him later this week. He will stay with the team. That's for sure. There is many more sitting volleyball to be played. Because we will see these two teams later today again. Hungary will play their second game against Turkey. This will be at 6 p.m. and France will be back on track at 8 p.m. against Croatia. Kurtic with the tip. Catch called against France. And Hungary taking a small lead. That's a 3-point lead now, 14-11. Győr giving a free ball to Kovacs. Church is striking a bit. Kurtic blocked. I didn't say there was lifting or net touch called against France, but the result is the same. The point is for Hungary, and this one is for France. Good blocking action by Volleyball on Kurtic's head. Yeah, Kovacs definitely did not send the ball at the right spot. Volleyball self-covers himself. Point for France. Lifting call against Christian Velek. The gap is slightly being closed by France. They are only one behind, 14-15, and they are in the lead. 2-0 in this game. Well, that would be a huge surprise if France could win this opening game 3-0 against Hungary. Oh, this ball is coming back again, landing in the orange area, and that's an equalizer for France, 15-0. Because the schedule for Hungary is not easy at all. Maybe this game against France was the easiest in their schedule. They will then play Turkey tonight, Ukraine tomorrow morning, Poland tomorrow afternoon, and on Wednesday the last game of the round robin will be against Croatia. Nothing will be given to Hungary, especially if they put so much pressure on themselves here in this game. That's an ace for Kurtic, touched by Lacodemas. No one is able to cover behind. And Dominique Duvivier is trying to stop the streak directly with a timeout. You don't want this guy to have his shoulder warm, otherwise it will be really tough to stop him. But it's pretty easy. Hungary has a 2-point lead, and their big guy sitting behind the serve line, if he can do a great serve streak now, it can be a great opportunity for Hungary to finish the set. If not, then he has 2 more rotations on the back row. That's maybe the chance for France to build something before he comes back on the front row. But still, even in the front row, he was not able to score a lot today. We mentioned it, quality of the reception was not good enough, quality of the set was not good enough, but his serving skills are pretty amazing, and he's scoring another ace coming out of that timeout. Well, he was hoping for a better counter block from Zarandi against Győr. But we find now with the serve, it's only a 2 points deficit for France. Stirza for Zarandi. The ball on the Hungarian side again. Block Voljevic. Lakodimaz with the chip. Kovacs. And Stirza loses his fight at the net against Voljevic. Of course, a friendly fight. But it was 1 against 1 at the net. And of course, Voljevic has much more blocking height than Josef Stirza. Stirza has the experience for him, for sure. Kurtesh from the back row, dig by Pirot. And Lefrançois not able to control that ball. And it's not the good moment in the game to give any free point to the opponent. Oh, Hombo with the help of the net. A bit of luck on that one for the French side. We are with Roman Voljevic for the next serve. Now that the mopping action is done, good serve. This ball is directly on the French side, given back, and Sekli finishing the point. I was waiting to see if the referee was calling a catch on that one. No, this was a real volleyball strike, absolutely no doubt. Kodemaz with the set for Pirot, blocked by Kovacs. Is there any kind of lifting or net fall called against the Hungarian setter? Yes, there is. The point is for France. Zarandi for the reception. Kovacs unable to put it on the French side. Pirot with the chip over the block. Kurtesh from the back row. And he scores the 21st point for Hungary in this third set to give a 2 points lead to his country. Velek with the one-hand dig. Double touch on that set. Nothing is done in this third set. Kurtesh touched by the block, dig by Rombo. Ball is still alive, and Győr with the block out. The two number 11 facing each other, and Győr with his experience scoring that point. He's the most experienced player in this French team, with 49 years old. And it's funny to see that this French team is pretty young in terms of setting volleyball experience, but no player is lower than 30 years old. We have no players in their 20s. The youngest of the roster is Morgan Troussard with 31. '21 all. Pretty hard to predict how this set will end. Either Hungary will be back in the game, or France can secure first victory 3-0 against the host nation, which would be quite surprising. Humble for the serve. And that's an ace. Kovacs is not able to block the ball. Kurtes is not able to receive it. Oh my goodness. France is leading 22-21. Steers to take the first contact. Kovacs doesn't want to take the second one. And with this 2-point lead for France, Hungary is forced to take a timeout. 2 winners for Rombo behind the line. He has 8 points today. He did a pretty good job. Scoring a lot, not doing too many unforced. Kurtes for the moment in this third set is scoring 6. That's definitely not enough for his team because he's the main spiker. He said he is in the shape of his life, but he will need better reception quality, better set if he wants to use his very strong shoulder. And France is only 2 points away from a first victory in this European Championship. The first time ever they participate in this A Division European Championship. They could start with the victory. Well, this serve just after the timeout. And Rombo touches it even if it was going out of bounds. Look at this one. The ball is going like completely out of bounds on him. He was moving towards the court, not able to avoid the ball. Exactly, good serve. Reception from Como is good. Still just struggling to get this ball back. Free ball France. Pilot blocked. Kurtes. Great conclusion, and Hungary is back 23-all. Our friends will discuss for a long time about this ball touch by Rombo on the serve. And the timeout called by Dominique Duvivier. 23-all. What a crazy third set we have here. It was an easy win for France in the first one, 25-16. They got much more problems in the second one to get it done, 25-23. And here we are again, 23-all. Next point is an important one. So it will be on Ferenc Sekli's serve. He just served pretty good. His target was the French libero, William Como. I will discuss. Oh, we're just mopping a bit close to the French bench. Maybe drop just a bit of water during this timeout. A bit more time for Sekli to overthink. Blocked by Lefrançois, and this will give a first match point to France, 24-23. He just moved at the last moment to close this gap. Well done, Lefrançois. And Ben Pirro is the one responsible for this match point serve. France only has one now. Reception is good. Kurtes through the middle, blocked. Győr for Volniewicz, touched and digged by Zarendi. And this ball falls on the floor on the Hungarian side. France secures the first victory, 3-0 in this European Championship. What a great performance by this French side. We were hoping much more from Hungary, but they were not able to do so. Kurtes only scored 19 points. Even if he is the best scorer, that's not enough when you are the main attacker of your team. They will have to do better later today. It will be at 6 p.m. against Turkey. France will be back at 8 against Croatia. If you want to follow the action, you have all the links on the Paravolley Europe YouTube channel to enjoy the action. We will be back later this afternoon for the women's tournament. I will be happy to commentate Hungary against Ukraine for the women's tournament, and later France against Croatia. We dedicated the morning session to the men's. We will dedicate the afternoon ones to the women. Enjoy the action, and we see you later back here in Győr.